Double penetration. I love DPs. Like double penetration.
Some double penetration.
Double penetration on your own with some solo play.
Hello, and welcome to the Double Penetration Podcast. Here are your hosts, Creep and Steel.
Ow! Get those ear holes ready for some penetration, folks. Not just any penetration, but double penetration. With your host, he is your friend, Mr. Chris Steele, and I am your favorite creep, bringing you volume 19.
Ooh, volume 19. And we're talking about that crazy ex.
Oh, yeah, we got some crazy penetrations tonight, folks.
Your ear holes are going to be so penetrated that you won't be able to hear for a week. Or sit down, depending on what you're listening to. 'Cause, some people like to stick things in their bum, so maybe like to stick speakers and listen to this show in their bum. I don't know. I'm just talking crazy because I'm stupid. But yes, we've gotten some crazy stories, and everybody has, I don't know if they have a crazy ex, but they've probably dealt with some craziness in their lives. Everybody at least has. I know I have. How about you, Creep?
Yep.
Yeah.
So about that.
About that. How long's this show? It's an hour? Well, we might need 7. Who knows? But who knows?
That in my house. Yo, it's probably a crazy ex.
It's probably a crazy ex. Or somebody looking for their iPad.
I'm still salty about that.
we never actually talked about that on the show. I didn't know if that was...
Didn't. I don't even think, at the time, I was so sketched out. Like, I didn't even talk about it, like, on my Snapchat, like I normally would. Be fucking crazy, which, by the way, add me on Snapchat. Creep Queen.
Whoa.
XXX.
Speaking of plugs, DoublePPodcast.com, Double P Podcast on Instagram, and Double P Show on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Chris Steele, MrKRSSTEEL. Creep, where can everybody find you?
CreepQueen.com, and that's all I'm telling y'all anymore, because I hate everybody.
Yes. Creep's social medias have been a mystery.
Pretty much.
Well, I got a Twitter ban a couple weeks ago, and
Not same.
you got
I don't want to talk about it.
so that crazy ex. Ugh. I don't know how deep I can really go with my story, because from what I've been told, there's been people listening.
Dun dun dun. Anybody relevant?
No, nobody really relevant. Just like, hey man, so-and-so told me that they listened to your podcast and they've just been making sure that you're not telling stories about her.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, wow, like, why does she, like, who the fuck is this broad? This is like 10 years ago shit.
Really?
Probably longer than that. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta love those people that just like come out of fucking nowhere from like years ago. Like,
I hate the lingerers, the linger longers.
it's so bad.
It's like,
it's so bad.
there's nothing worse than breaking up with somebody, not seeing them for a while, and then being with somebody new, and then, going out to dinner and then running into them and it being super awkward, or just like,
I have never, thankfully, ever, not once in my life, ever encountered that experience, ever.
I have a couple of times. A funny story. Me and my pals are going to the Insane Clown Posse rock show.
Shocking. It's so shocking.
In Detroit. And my ex was there, And me and my pals were, muscled up to the bar, pounding down drinks, getting all sauced up, getting ready to do some of that mosh pitting as the kids like to do. And then my ex was there, and she comes up and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "What the fuck do you think I'm doing here? I'm here to see a show." And my buddies were all like, "Ooh," trying to like egg it on and shit. And I'm like, and I said to her, I go, "Pay no attention to the children behind me." And then I can't remember what was said, and then she walks away. And then later on that evening, after a raucous good time, we were leaving in my friend's Chevy Avalanche. Not a promotion, but I used to like Chevy Avalanches, and he had one, and I was a little jealous. But as we're leaving, we see her and her new boyfriend walking down the sidewalk to the parking structure where they were parked, assumingly. And my buddy rolls down the window and goes, "Hey, you're a cunt."
What the fuck?
He's drunk, sticking up for his friend. Good times.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was awkward, especially when your friend calls her a cunt.
That's funny, though.
How about you? Yeah, you said you never got to experience the awkwardness that is running into
No, because I date like all over. Like I have never dated two people in the same place ever.
So what you're saying
Ever.
is you're like a praying mantis.
Yeah, something like that. If that's what you call it.
No, I don't even know if that's what you call it, to be honest with you.
No, like I don't do that. I can't do that.
No.
Not once in my whole life. Like not even in high school. Like I just dated one person in high school. Like that was it.
I think I only
well, maybe two.
In high school, I only had one girlfriend, and I wouldn't necessarily call her a girlfriend. I just went to fucking homecoming with her in 9th grade, and that was it. Yeah, I didn't have ladies girlfriends in high school.
No girlfriends in high school?
Nah, I was the weird ICP kid, so.
But there had to be like weird ICP girls too.
No, not back then. Not back then. Not like.
Really?
Oh, no. Back then, like in the 90s when ICP first came about and in Michigan, it was. Where I grew up, it was either you liked country music or rock and roll. Not a lot of hip hop or rap. So like ICP for me was like really different and just, fucking out there, so not too many people liked them in my school, and there's definitely no ICP chicks or juggalettes as they're known. So just a bunch of me and my friends, and people probably thinking we're gay. So
nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that, but we're wearing fucking matching ICP shirts. I could understand. These fucking ICP kids.
I feel like even I had like ICP kids in my high school. Like I think
I'm sure you did, back when you were in high school all 10 years ago.
All of 10 years ago.
That was when ICP was, I guess, at its peak about 10 years ago, maybe.
There was this kid, like, oh my God. I love this kid, but not everybody was so nice. But like, I remember, oh man, this kid was dope as shit.
Did he have dreadlocks? Because I had dreadlocks.
No, he didn't. He just had like, oh my God. I'm going to get a phone call like, are you talking about blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
But he would just wear like all black baggy clothes, and like his hair was like,
did he wear
real
Junko
like
jeans?
greasy and long and black, and like, you know what I mean, like those spiky chokers and
Fuck
shit,
yeah.
and like eyeliner. Like he was like decked to the nines. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hell yeah.
Was
like,
he a
I wanna
Marilyn
be
Manson
you when
kid?
I grow up? Like,
Is he a Marilyn Manson kid? Because that's what the Marilyn Manson fans in my school dressed up with dog chokers and real baggy clothes.
No, I mean, yeah, but not just that. Like that wasn't it. Like that was just like
The goth kids.
yeah, like, and I always wanted to be a goth kid when I was in high school. Like, I was like, I seriously want to be when I grow up. And like, now I kind of am, and I'm pretty happy. But like, fucking dude, he said there was a story that he like drank so much blood that his eyes turned solid white. And I was stupid, and like I didn't know if that was true or not, but I was just like, you are my idol, like I love you. And I still don't know if that's like something that really happens or not, but like,
well, what kind of blood? Because it's not like he's gonna drink human blood.
how do you know?
Well, where would he have gotten it from?
Don't ask questions.
Hey, I don't ask questions. I provide answers. Sometimes not good answers, nor the best, but answers nonetheless. See, I still got it. I still rap. You know what we used to call the goth kids in our school?
What?
We used to call them piss heads.
Why?
I don't know. We
That's
just called
mean.
them. We called the goth kids piss heads. I was the ICP fag. That's what I was.
Yeah,
called.
but like, you
Hey,
can't
I would have
bully
rather-
other people just because you're getting bullied. That doesn't solve anything.
I would have much rather have been called a piss head than an ICP fag at the time.
Really?
Yeah, piss head's cool.
Oh my god.
But
Is it because they like? I don't know.
well-
I just like every fucking group there is. Like, I just love it.
truth be
Besides the douchebaggery, like they're funny, but like
no, I don't like the frat boys.
they're funny to like laugh at now.
Right. But no, we called them piss heads because they smelled like piss.
That's mean.
Well, it's high school.
I'm
Nah,
gonna cry.
no.
You can't say that and move on.
Listen.
I'm gonna be back here crying.
This was in the
I'm
90s.
so sensitive about people.
You know what? Like, not to like really stray off topic or really get like weird or anything, but like when I went to high school, this was before all this school shooting bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's weird now. It's like, because I was like growing up, I was bullied too, but like I just dealt with it and kind of was just like, whatever, fuck you. But I get that now, like that's not everybody, and especially with social media bullying and people photoshopping shit and just I get how bullying now is a lot harder on kids than it was when I was in school, because it's like, well, once I left school, I didn't have to worry about the bullies anymore. But kids these days, they log on to Facebook and they still have to see that shit. So if you're being bullied, say something.
I tried to kill myself so much in high school. Like, I don't relate to this right now.
I tried to kill myself so much in high school. How can we gloss over that?
Like, I can't relate. You're like, no, it's not that bad. I'm like, yo, no, it was pretty bad.
High school sucks, but on the real, if you're a high school
It was
kid,
pretty bad.
huh?
And then I grew up to be an adult, and I still get bullied, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
all right. All right, good talk. World.
It's kind of funny, like, thinking about what you just said. It's like, no, I'm an adult and I still get bullied. And I'm thinking, yeah, I still get called a fag because I like Xbox. Bunch of X-fags. That's what, well,
It's
thanks.
crazy.
So in high school, as an ICP fag. Now that I'm in my 30s and I still play Xbox, I'm an Xbox or an X-fag.
An X-fag?
Yeah, these
I don't
fucking
like any of
PlayStation
this. It
kids,
makes me
man.
sad.
These kids are bullies. But we're not talking about bullies or kids or video games or high school drama. We're talking about crazy exes. We have stories from our friends. We've got so many stories, Creep, that we may even have to do a part 1, part 2 for this here very subject.
We may.
We may.
Dun dun dun.
Now that I have clean audio of that, I will be adding it to the soundboard. Because it's like I could go get that sound effect, but when you're doing it so bang up jobbed, I'm going to add that.
Before we get started on
The subject?
listener stories, do you have any stories you are able to share?
Well, necessarily it's not really like a crazy ex story, but when you're young and 19, 20 and you break up with a girl and it's kind of like your first true love because you're kind of an adult.
Yes.
And you think you're going to get married and all this fucking nonsense when you're young.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. They should really not allow young kids to get married. 18, 19-year-old kids. Don't get married. But wait till you're at least 25. Wait till the age where you can rent a car. Then you should.
No,
get
yeah,
married.
seriously, wait. Like,
Yeah. But like I had just started partying with my friends after I broke up with this girl, or we broke up or whatever.
Fuck.
And I never really partied hard, and this kind of was like the I guess the popping the cherry of my partying. So like we started boozing and started smoking weed. Like I always smoked weed from time to time going to concerts and shit like that, but I never really like was past joint after joint after blunt after blunt, shot after shot. So this one time we were partying at my buddy's house, and where he had his house back in this like rural place in Michigan. They dug out a pond and shit, so he had a couple Winnebagos at this pond that was behind his house to where we could crash if we needed to. By like 9:30, I was fucking wrecked, right? I'm passed out in the Winnebago. My phone's, I had like, remember the old Nextel phones with the two-way beeps?
Yep.
So I'm in there drunk and I hear, beep, hey, what are you doing? Beep. And I'm like, oh no, I'm so drunk. Beep. Hey, I know you're getting this because it wouldn't go through if it wasn't going through. And I just grab the phone. I go, it's fucked up right now. And then like every fucking 10 minutes, are you lying? And it's just like, when you're first time drunk puking, you really don't want an ex bothering you.
Nope.
So
you don't even want a current person bothering you.
Fuck no, that's the other thing. True that. Because my buddies kept coming into the Winnebago to check in on me, and they had this bright-ass flashlight shining it in my face. Hey, Chris, are you okay? Yes. Get that fucking light out of my face. So I felt like, to just kind of finish the story. So I ended up falling asleep. I woke up at like 3 a.m. to my buddies coming in and saying, hey, dude, we're going to go. Party's over. You can crash out in the Winnebago, and we'll come wake you up in the morning. And I'm like, no, I feel pretty good. So from like 9:30, like 3 a.m., I'm passed out in the Winnebago. I woke up feeling fresh as a daisy, ready to keep partying. But yeah, nothing really crazy. Like I would probably say that I was more of the crazy ex.
Oh my gosh, do tell.
So one time a girl and I broke up, and I thought it would be a good idea to take all the shit that she gave me and burn it in the backyard in the fire pit. So I decided that I'm going to do that. And at the time, there was a popular radio show in Michigan called the Kramer and Twitch Show. And they used to have a voicemail set up to where you could just kind of call and leave voicemails, kind of where I got that idea from for past shows and this show, too. So I called their voicemail talking about, burning my girlfriend's shit. And then I decided that while it was on fire, I was going to piss on it while I was on the phone leaving a voicemail. And there was broken glass in the fire pit because there's a picture. So as I piss on it and the glass, it started popping, and like pieces of glass like popped and shot me in the shins, and it hurt.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's probably about the craziest, and driving by some houses and shit, but that's about it.
Lighting people on fire.
No. Oh, no, I can't tell that story here.
I've definitely always been the crazy ex too.
Seems
like
that
I've
way.
always been pretty crazy. I'm just not anymore. Like now I'm so dead inside. Like I'm not capable of like having or expressing any emotion.
Dead inside.
I'm very dead inside. But like back in the day, like in my prime time.
Back in the day when I was young,
I
not
had
again
the worst
anymore.
fucking temper. And I was nutty as fuck. Probably why I always date the I date the craziest people. I used to be pretty bad though.
Do tell.
I don't know. I would just like, I would definitely like, I was like that crazy girlfriend too though that would just like.
Who is this?
Kind of like that girl that you posted on our Instagram account. Like,
oh,
I've just always been nutty. Like I used to like follow my ex, or like if I thought he was somewhere that he wasn't, I would like go see if I could like find him somewhere. Like I wasn't prepared to like tell these stories, so I don't have like proper English, but like
just because you broke up with me doesn't mean I broke up with you. That's what the meme said.
Like there's so many of her. Like that was literally me. Like I used to be so nutty with my ex, like so fucking crazy, man. Like just so crazy.
Man.
I would like stalk his social media, and I feel like everybody does that now, but like you couldn't pay me enough to look at anybody's social media now or go through anybody's phone or like give a fuck where anybody is. Like I just don't give a fuck. Like, oh, but back then, man.
I guess it is true.
Bitch.
Creep Queen is dead inside.
Like I can't imagine even texting somebody like, where are you? But like, where
you?
are you though? But like,
Eh.
I would never do that now. That's so fucking retarded.
Well, you've matured. You've grown up. You saw
I
the error
died.
of your ways, and you died on the inside. Folks, let that be a lesson to you. Once you die on the inside, you too can live a normal life.
Email. Email. Email.
My girlfriend broke up with me while seeing this other guy on the sly. I saw them in a bar later. She broke a beer bottle with her thighs and threatened another girl for flirting with me.
How would you break a beer bottle with your thighs?
I could probably do that.
Like just put it like between your thighs and just go pow.
Like, yeah. Like, don't like. I feel like women's thighs are so much more
dude, my wife's thighs.
monsterish than men's. Like, women can just fucking literally kill a bitch with that shit.
My wife, she has great thighs. They're awesome. And she's always like, I always hated my thighs. I'm like, nah, they're good. And she's like, what's good about them? I'm like, they're fucking juicy. But they're fucking, they're like muscular and toned. So they're just perfect. I like them. Carry on, sorry.
Okay. Got ready to leave to avoid issues, and the new guy grabbed me and said, she's crazy, dude. What do? I said, you need to find a really stupid fuck to cheat with her. Then you can skate free. He said, wait, fuck you. I just smile and leave. Like, I know that when I would transcript stories, I didn't always do it perfectly, but what the fuck is the story?
He says, he's like, wait, fuck you. I just smile and leave.
That's not.
Yeah, because he's like, you need to find a really stupid
sense.
fuck to cheat on her with.
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, okay.
He's the new guy's like, dude, she's crazy. What do I do? And he's saying, hey, that's the dude that he's talking to here in this story is the dude that she cheated on him with. And he got away from that girl because that dude cheated on her, and now that dude is seeing how crazy she is, so he's saying, find a stupid fuck to cheat on her with. See?
Oh. That's funny.
When I was 17, I lost my virginity to my girlfriend at that time. It was completely consensual, but after we broke up, she threatened to tell her mother that I sexually assaulted her and attempted to extort money from me. At first, I was terrified, but I was thinking it through. I told her to fuck off.
That is fucked up. I know people do that shit all the time, and that's fucked up.
And the climate that we live in today, that would be
like, it's fucked up. There are like very few things you just do not lie on somebody about. Like, there's just very few things that like you just don't cross that line.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, and to tell her to fuck off is kind of ballsy too, because I mean, if she really wanted to be a fucking asshole, she could have went to the cops and made your life hell for a little while. But I think when shit like that goes down and it's not true, and
it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's just it's fucking scary.
That kind of happened to me one time.
What, some dude said he
but
was
not to that extent. No, it was a girl, and like we had fucked around, did our thing, blah 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 blah, like, and she just freaked the fuck out. Like, I don't know if she had a boyfriend or had a guy she was talking to, or just like, I don't know.
But we're
out that she hooked up with a girl. Like,
was you the first time she's ever hooked up with a girl?
Yeah.
That's probably why. So
she just like fucking freaked the fuck out and just like, oh my God. Like, started telling people shit, but all the people she was telling were the people that were literally like there, and they were like, well, that's not really how that went. So like, no. Like, I don't know. It was fucking nuts though.
That's fucked up. How would, like, I don't know how, like, as a person, how you could do that to somebody and not really just feel like a total piece of shit when it's all said and done. Maybe some people do afterwards, but I mean, if you're gonna cry wolf, I mean, that's, you know,
it's just fucked
that's a
up.
Fucking wolf to cry about.
And it takes away from like the people who actually have to experience shit, and that's just fucked up too. Like, She's fucked up.
There, like with everything that's going on with Hollywood and all this forced sex and basically rape. It's fucking scary. Fucking scary out there. Freaks me out, man. It does.
I mean, it is. Like, it's a fucking... I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Too
know.
many words and no words all at the same time.
Yeah. I don't want to, like, bring the show down, so...
Right? Okay. So, when I was dating this bitch, for real, she was a total fucking cunt.
You missed
At
one.
first, when we met, everything seemed cool. She got along with my friends, which is really important to me because my parents died when I was young. So my friends are like family to me. But to keep a long story short, I lived in a townhouse with my best friend. So he's heard most of our arguments, but this one time he was in our living room playing Madden, and my ex bitch and I were arguing about me and her getting a place. Mind you, we've only been dating for 6 months, so I told her no. She starts to scream at the top of her lungs, "Why? Why won't you live with me?" She started calling me and my best friend a couple of F words. He had enough. He said, "Shut your stupid mouth up, you cunt." She threw her purse at his TV and busted it. My buddy wanted to kill her. But needless to say, after that night, we only spoke one more time, and that was me telling her we're through. I eventually had to change my cell phone number and had to get a PPO on the bitch because she just wouldn't stop.
Ugh. Why won't you live with me?
Why?
Oh.
Like, I was probably that crazy bitch. Like, but also the other guy too. Like, it's fucked. That sucks. What would you do if some bitch broke your TV? Like, your best friend's cunt bitch girl broke your TV. And while you were playing a video game, like, that just makes it worse.
Playing Madden. I mean, fuck. Like, I love my TV. I got my TV last summer. I was very happy with it. I'm very proud of my television. And if one of my buddies' chicks broke it, I don't know. I don't know if I could not contain myself to. I would never hit a girl, but I'd shake the shit out of a bitch.
Oh my god.
To quote a friend of mine. My buddy used to get abused by his girl, and he told me one time he had enough. And so she went to kick him in his balls, and he grabbed her foot, threw her foot down, grabbed her by the shoulders, and said, "You will not kick me in the balls again." And with every, like, syllable, he was shaking her. Because apparently he had gotten kicked in the balls, like, 4 times before that. So he's like, "I'll never hit a girl, but I'll shake the shit out of a bitch."
That's so funny.
I think all bets are off if a woman tries to kick a dude in the balls and a dude is just trying to, like, be calm about the situation. And if a chick is going to kick a dude in the balls, if I'm going down, I'm swinging.
Yo, like, no, I never fucking got that shit. Like, I never understood. I have never in my life even flicked a guy's balls. Well, I mean, like, unless he wanted it. Like, I would never do that, like, to be mean.
It hurts.
I would never do that. I don't get that.
I kicked my brother in the balls once.
Like, I would kill a bitch if she cunt punched me. Like, kill a bitch. Like,
Does that hurt?
yeah.
Really?
Like, that shit goes all the way up your body. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's fucking brutal.
Getting hit in the balls, it's instantly you drop to your knees. There is no worse feeling than get hit in the balls. It's funny seeing it happen, like, you know, on Jackass or other, like, stupid fucking fail videos. It's funny. It hurts like fuck. It's funny as fuck to see, but when it's intentional, fuck that. And the fucking, like, I don't get this fetish. Maybe one day we can talk about it, but, like, the cock and ball torture shit, come on,
Yeah.
bros. I don't understand that. Like, I've seen videos of dudes just getting kicked square in the balls with chicks wearing high heels, like the pointed toes. Like, what the fuck is
I've
wrong?
seen a girl, like, fucking banging a fucking mallet on that shit.
Why? What is the fucking, like, I don't get that fetish. Most fetishes I can
Like,
understand.
I get it if it's like there are certain parts of my body that should be sensitive that I just can't feel. And I get it if that's the case.
Dude, the only way that a dude's not feeling it in the balls when he gets kicked is if he fucking has his balls taken out and has prosthetics put in, because it hurts. There's no, I don't know.
What if you just don't have feeling?
How do you not have feeling in your balls if you're a man?
Well, one, if some bitch has already been smashing that shit, like, he probably doesn't feel it anymore anyway. But, like, I don't know. You can just not have feeling in some places.
I've thrown up getting hit in the balls. Like, puked, because it hurts so bad.
Puked. Like, actual.
Like, me and my friends, we built bike ramps and we were jumping bikes. And as I landed, I slipped off the seat and just boom, right on the fucking bar on the bike. And that's the thing I never understood, is like why guy bikes had the bar and the girl bikes had the V. That never made sense to me. But as I came down, I fucking landed my balls on that bar and screamed so loud and tipped over and just started puking because it hurt so bad.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
But funny.
It is funny. I mean, I remember my friends laughing at me, but it hurt. I was fucking puking and shit. I was probably like 12 or 13.
That's hilarious.
No, it's not.
I can't imagine, though.
So you've never been in a fight with an ex and gave him the old Charlie 1-2 to his beanbag?
No, I never have done that. I've never done that.
You're a saint.
I've never even like gotten mad and like hit somebody, or like
I've never hit a.
I've never like touched somebody mad.
I've defended myself.
Same, but I've never been like angrily like, I'm gonna do this. Like,
yeah, I've never raised my fist and like threatened for real. Like every now and then, like I'll joke with my wife and I'll put my fist up. Like, you better go make me a sandwich. Just joking with her. But like, I've never, like, I'm not like a physical person. Like, I mean,
no, like, I mean, I will be if it's like fun and games. Like, I'll wrestle a motherfucker all day, but like, I won't like try to hurt somebody.
I mean, I'll mosh pit all day long and bar fight if I have to. But I'm not a, you know.
No, I don't want to hurt nobody. I mean, I want to hurt people. I want to hurt a lot of motherfuckers because I don't give a fuck, but I don't want it to be like physical pain.
I want it to be emotional.
Like, I'll kill their firstborn, but I'm not going to punch them in their face.
You'll kill their firstborn. Woo.
Yeah, but like, I won't physically hurt them.
Right.
But I'll do what I have to do to get my point across.
Hey,
like, in other ways.
You got to do what you got to do, kid.
Like, outside of physical, I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think I could ever be physical with a girl. Like I'm trying to think back to like if I've ever had any girls like in the bed be like, "Oh, I want you to choke me," and like every girl I've ever dated is like, "Oh, I hate my hair being pulled and I don't like being choked," and I'm like,
"Oh,
good."
Fuck that!
No.
Fuck that! I'm like, rip this shit out of my head, motherfucker. Let's go, pussy.
You egg him on. Next thing you know, he's gonna fucking punch in the back of the head. You said let's go. I got a little carried away.
Like, sexually being beat and like just being beat for no reason, like, those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he'll dump gasoline on you and light a match.
Oh yeah, I'm like, let's go.
I got carried away. I told you I was a pyromaniac.
You little bitch.
You only burnt half your head. It's not that bad.
I got more fat in my big toe.
Oh, shit. This person. I don't know how to move on from that. Oh, shit. So I'll try my best. This person says, I went into my ex-boyfriend's house and literally destroyed everything I bought him. Like one of those giant teddy bears, fluff everywhere. I ripped up condoms, threw them on his bed, and destroyed his birthday, Valentine's, and Christmas cards. After 3 years of dating, I found out he cheated on me 9 times, and I took my revenge. But girl, I felt so much better.
Yo, I feel her. Like, when she was telling me the story, I was like, bitch.
But she would be the crazy ex because that's
crazy.
That
That's
is
what she
crazy
said. When
behavior.
she messaged it to me, she's like, no. Like, I was definitely the crazy ex, and like, I'm going to tell you why, and I have zero remorse. Like,
that is I'm trying to like think of like why this guy would not change his door locks knowing that his ex-girlfriend would have a key. Or maybe she broke in.
I think they were still together when
Oh.
like, cause like, yo, I could see myself doing some shit like that.
That's fucked up.
I never did no crazy shit like that, but like, I feel her though.
The craziest thing I've ever done besides burn ex's gifts that she gave me was I kept a treadmill.
What?
From an ex.
You kept it?
Fuck yeah.
Like, were you not supposed to keep it?
No, it wasn't even mine. It was hers. And I'm like, fuck you, it's mine. I'm fucking taking it with
Oh, okay, that's different.
me.
I thought you were like, she gave me this candle as a gift and I kept it forever. I'm like, I mean, that's also kind of crazy, like, like in a different way, I guess.
Well, it was like we were moving out of our place and she's like, you have to go back and get my treadmill and bring it over to my house. I'm like, no, I don't. She's like, yes, you do. And I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll go get it. So I went and got it and fucking just took it back to my parents' house.
That's mad funny.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little bitch.
I think I'm a little bitch. A little.
Oh my God. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Oh my God.
Well, you said it. Obviously, there's a story.
No, I just mean. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to say that. I've just always been like very accommodating.
What, with like dudes?
Yeah, like if somebody's been an asshole to me, I've usually still just been like pretty accommodating. Oh, fuck. Like I never kept anything. Not even like dude. Oh my God, I'm not even doing this right now.
I don't know. I mean, obviously you've done something to elicit laughter.
Nope. I'm moving on.
Story 5. This is a long one, so
This is a long one.
we have plenty more to go, so we're definitely going to have to split this.
Okay, so my story is a wild one, but bear with me. It's good and crazy. We shall see.
We shall see.
Ooh, I can't breathe out of my nose, so like
Surprisingly enough, like the last 2 days, I've been able to breathe out of my nose. But what's
Really?
fucked up is Wednesday, it was 63 degrees in Michigan. Yesterday, we got like 3 inches of snow.
yeah, that's so crazy. Like after you said that, ooh, woo, I saw a lot of weather everywhere. It was like super nutty like that.
I hate snow, and I can't wait for
I
my
was in
vacation.
Florida where it was 98
Hey, I'll be there soon.
degrees. But it was super rainy while I was there, which is not shocking.
Really? That sucks.
That's Florida's always rainy. And then it's not, and then it is, and then it's not, and then there's a tornado on the beach, and then there's not, and then you die, but then you're alive.
I hope I see a tornado on the beach.
So it's in my senior year of high school. I was basically done with school and didn't care. At this point, I stepped up my swagger and
Hell
tried
yeah.
to be a much cooler and suave dude,
Fucking
which
A.
I wasn't, always as a virgin nerd. Okay. But I was determined. So I was in a computer program offered by my district for a class that was only
Offered at another campus.
okay.
I just
That's
copied
not
and
what I said.
pasted.
At another campus in our district. So in this class at the other school, I met my ex. I was talking with her for like the first month of the semester, spitting game, and she was a major she was a major slut. Why are you spitting game if she's a slut? Like, you don't even have to do that.
Well, you know, you got to at least seem cool. Like, if I've known some slutty gals in my day, and if you weren't at least, you know, somewhat of a smooth motherfucker, like maybe, you know,
Like, you still got to do that to get a slut?
Yeah, you kind of got to play the game. It's all cat and mouse. It's not just,
You're
hey,
right,
let's
though.
fuck.
You're right. He said, I talked I could do all this. Whew. She called me out, told me let's go to her place after school and prove it. So I did. And I lost my virginity to her, but she saw through my talk. I had natural tenacity. Over the next few months, I was nonstop sex, and she would talk to her group of friends about us. And 2 of them I knew from other schools and had kind of messed with them, but never went anywhere. So they basically told me, hey, we know you. We've known you for a while and heard about you and her. We want to fuck you. And I was like, what? She said she was cool with that as long as I remember she was main bitch. So at this point, I had a group of 6 girls I was having sex with and had active threesomes and foursomes, a fantasy for any person. This went on for several months till Christmas when my ex cheated on me with my ex-manager.
This guy's story
Needless
is
to
wild.
say, I cut her off, and so did her friends who I was still banging. Then, just after Christmas, she tells me she wants me to meet her as she had a present for me. Well, I wasn't in the mood to see her at all. And, what? This just doesn't make sense. This really, reading this doesn't make sense. To make this much easier, she was staying with
I think he meant to say
at my house while
Molly.
my family was gone. So M had just finished there, and M went back home, and apparently my ex attacked Big M out of jealousy with a knife. Turns out her present was a knife to my chest, but she was distraught and confused when she saw Big M, so the police were called, and she was taken to a hospital for help and had to be pulled out of the school for the rest of the year. My life almost, and I mean almost, ended up like school days if I wasn't careful. Signed, Bloody.
Bloody almost
I'm
got bloody.
sorry that I butchered this entire story because it sounds pretty good.
Nah, it was very interesting.
Some are hard to read, but that sounds like a Lifetime movie.
Or made up.
Like a Lifetime movie.
I don't know, like when you when you have a gaggle of girls that you're having sex with, like, it's not gonna end good.
No, but I mean, like, what? I wish I knew who Little M and Big M were from the beginning of the story.
I don't know. I don't know.
This needs to be a movie.
It is a movie. It's called Scream.
Wait, nuh-uh.
No, I don't know. Just
Oh, I was like, yo, did I really miss something that obvious? Like, I was about to be so pissed because I would do some shit like that.
the only other movie that I was going to think of on the fly that was set in high school is American Pie, and I just watched that last night. So
Nobody was stabbing anybody with knives, at least.
no, just dicks. Like, I was watching that movie with my wife, and I'm like, I had to pause it, and she's like, why? And I'm like, I literally remember having these exact same conversations with my friends when we were in high school. Fuck yeah, and I'm so
I don't
embarrassed.
really remember that movie.
The second one was better because, they had already graduated high school. They were going to the pool house or the summer lake house to fuck a couple of chicks.
Did we have a virginity episode already?
No, we have not.
Do you have a good virginity story?
No.
What?
Nah. Nothing crazy.
What?
No. Like what kind of, I mean, like a crazy, how I lost my virginity, or because I've lost my virginity. I'm fucked. But I mean,
well, I would fucking hope so. I don't think your wife would be your wife if you hadn't.
yeah, we haven't consummated the marriage yet.
It's been 50 years. No, what is it? It's been 200 years.
I wish.
No, just like awkward or horrible or.
I mean, nobody's first time is really great, is it? I mean, it's all like, is it in? Or is it all like, oh, sorry, I finished so quick. There's a comedian. His name's Bert Kreischer. Have you ever heard of him?
Nope.
He tells this story about the first time he was having sex with a girl, and he went to put it in, and he pumped one, went to pull out, and push in again, and then he came, and then he realized he didn't fuck the girl. He fucked her butt and the couch cushion. So between the couch cushion and her butt. So
wow, is that true?
Yeah. Well, I mean, stand-up comedians, so you know they like to stretch the truth to be funny. But
so yes, it is 100% accurate, just like the internet.
Well, you know,
I lost my virginity next to his little sister, and that's awkward.
Huh? Oh. I got a funny sex story. One time my girl was blowing me and her little brother came down the stairs and I made eye contact with him.
And what?
I made eye contact with them and I go, blah, blah, blah is up. And she goes, what? Because she was babysitting her little brother and I was getting a beeger on the couch. Good times.
Good times.
Well, we have more emails, but we decided that we should split this because why not?
Exactly.
Because it's our show. And we can do whatever we want.
Damn right.
Like right now, if I want to just play something, I will, but I don't want to. But I will.
But I will.
If I want to.
No one questions me. No one questions Gaston.
Gaston. I started looking at YouTube videos of airplanes taking off, people flying in airplanes, and like jetliners and shit taking off, so I can get over my fear of flying.
Oh,
it's been therapeutic.
Has it?
Yeah, it's kind of helped.
I'm like, that seems more scary.
No, it the one thing that I remember flying is that during takeoff it's kind of loud, and you kind of get sunk into your seat. And as a little kid, I remember thinking the first time I flew when I was a little kid that it was just going to be like a car going up a hill. Like it's not going to be this feeling. And ever since then, like, I hated the takeoffs because that was just terrifying to me. No one explained to me that was a feeling that I was going to get, that I'm going to get pushed back into my seat and it's going to feel weird.
I mean, you're not really going to get pushed back into your seat.
I don't remember, so it's been a while. Last time I flew was 2001, so.
No, you're just kind of like, I mean, it's loud.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I mean, you're not in a rocket ship.
No, definitely not. But it's been helping, because flying is a very, very a scary thing for me. And I've learned that for me to get over my fears, I should just do things. So that's why we're flying.
Yeah. You got to.
Mm-hmm.
I do that a lot with my anxiety.
How do you get over your anxieties? Just do shit?
I push myself like really hard. Like my anxiety, if it's really bad, like I can't go to the gas station. I can't go to the store. I can't go to the mall. Like I can't go to my mailbox. Like I can't go to certain places even when I'm like better, or talk to people, or just do like normal shit, like walk in my kitchen or what the fuck ever. But like I try to just do the thing. Like I just do it.
Right.
And freak the fuck out. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't die. Like,
you know what?
Okay. Like,
I started taking, you ever hear of St. John's wort?
Yeah.
I started taking that to help. Honestly, I can feel the difference in myself and my anxieties and panic attacks and shit. Yeah, I definitely feel the difference in my attitude towards things and wanting to not be a little bitch about it and you know, like you said, push yourself. I feel that I push myself more to do things that I'd normally get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. So
if you're somebody out there that kind of deals with like anxiety and stress, try St. John's wort. I know that not everybody can afford health insurance because it's a ridiculously priced right now, but you know, you can get it over the counter. It's just a fucking herb or root or some shit. And
Yeah,
you fucking
I'm
take
about
it.
that all natural life.
It fucking helps. I swear to God, I am a believer in taking melatonin to help fall asleep as opposed to taking like Ambien or shit like that. You ever take Ambien?
I don't take any. I barely take anything for a headache. Like I don't take medicine like that.
Right. But Ambien will fuck you up. You can.
And I definitely don't take night medicine because of my sleep problems and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to sleep, so I don't touch nothing.
I like sleeping on my side, but I wake up on my back, and then I wake up going.
Yeah, I like will.
And I'm sure that's
I
sleep
do
apnea.
the nuttiest shit in my sleep. Like I could literally see me killing somebody in my sleep. Like it's crazy. Like I do weird shit.
Note to self: never let creep
Like
sleep
it's
over.
like I do crazy shit in my sleep. And like if I wake up from like sleep paralysis or what the fuck ever, like you don't want to be in my house. Like it's not fun for anybody. Like it's scary as
Now,
fuck.
when you say sleep paralysis, that's where you wake up and you can't move, or is that
Yeah.
where you're dreaming? And
I mean, you
move?
can't move, but not only that, like you're still seeing shit from your dream or other shit, and it's
Mhm.
usually like pretty evil shit. It's never like, oh, there's a unicorn that's gonna come sit on me. It's like usually like pretty
Horrific shit.
fucking like it's really bad. So
So-
like you can see that shit in your like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
you know
about.
what I mean, in your
Mhm.
because you're like awake but you're not awake, and like you can't fucking move, and it's just fucking nutty. So if I snap out of that, I don't really snap out of it. Like I can move, but I still see shit, and I still like don't know where I am or what I'm doing, and like,
Mm-hmm.
whew,
So where
it's bad.
No, I know what you mean. Like I knew it was kind of called sleep paralysis, but I wasn't sure. Like when I had my episode, so where my bedroom or our bedroom is, where I lay in bed, I can see out of the door and down the steps. And
Mhm.
I was having a dream that somebody broke in my house, and I was the only one home, and I couldn't move. And I opened my eyes, and like I can see the light down the hallway going down the steps, and I couldn't move. And then I woke up just going screaming like that. That sucks.
It's crazy.
Because I was already awake, but I was asleep, but I was awake, but I couldn't move. That shit sucks.
Yeah, it's horrible. It happens to me all the time,
Fucking
like very frequently.
I
And
can't.
like night terrors. Like I still get night terrors. I'm like, who gets night terrors as an adult? Like, aren't you supposed to be like a child? Like what?
When I was
I
a
don't
kid,
understand.
well, I used to get night terrors really bad when I was a little kid too. Like I would have bad dreams so bad that I would like wake my mom up, and I would have to sleep in my mom and dad's bed. And my dad got tired of it, and he told me that I can't come in their bedroom no more, and that it's bad dreams, and I'll be all right. So I don't know, maybe. How old are you when you're in kindergarten? 5,
5.
6. So
Or 6.
do you recall a cartoon / toy called My Pet Monster?
No.
Well, it was a
If it was
toy.
anything like a Furby, like that.
No. Like
Furbies were terrifying.
Fuck yeah, but no, My Pet Monster was the shit. Well, when I got My Pet Monster, my mom told, because I liked monsters when I was a kid, but I would have dreams that monsters would hurt me and eat me. But I
yeah.
liked, creatures and dragons and shit like that. So my mom got me a My Pet Monster, and she said, he will protect you from your dreams, and I would never have bad dreams. But when I was a kid, if my pet monster fell on the floor when I was sleeping, I would have bad dreams. True story.
Crazy.
So My Pet Monster kept bad dreams away.
That's nutty.
Mm-hmm. It certainly is. Volume 19, That Crazy X. Part 1.
Part 1.
Part 2 coming next week, folks.
We may have a new schedule for y'all.
A new schedule next week?
Yeah.
Maybe a new announcement for next week.
And a new schedule.
New schedule, new announcements, fun things happening for your friends, the Creep Queen and Chris Steele.
Woo!
Just letting the music play out.
Oh, I was like, am I in trouble? Am I in time out? Like, what happened?
Nah, Sometimes people are like, why do you always gotta talk all over Beverly Hills Cop? It's a good song. When I hear it, I get pumped, and then you're just talking.
What?
Yeah, a
That's,
couple
I
people
hear the
said
complete
something.
opposite.
Really? They're like, hurry up and shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I hear you guys play too much music and blah, 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 blah. Like, I hear the opposite.
We barely play music.
Huh?
I said we barely play music. We just
No,
have...
but like sounds.
Nah. Our sounds are very minimal. But what's not minimal is, I don't know, doublepodcast.com. Double P on Double P Podcast on Instagram, and at Double P Show on Twitter. You could follow me on Twitter at Mr. Chris Steele. That's MrKrisSteel. Go to patreon.com/Double P Podcast. Creep, where can everybody find you?
Find me and all my smut and other things on creepqueen.com.
Creepqueen.com. It's been told to me that creepqueen.com is the creepiest place on the internet.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is true. It's very creepy. She has spiders on her website and shit.
Yeah.
Gila monsters.
Tequila monsters.
No, Gila monsters.
Oh.
A tequila monster is a drunk girl in fucking in Cancun on spring break.
It's like, I've been sober for 60 days. I really have, though.
You?
Yeah.
That's great. Tell us the
I
next show.
know.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and thank you for being a friend.
Hello, I am your announcer, Bethany. Please remember to rate and review 5 stars on iTunes. Rating and reviewing helps out the show. Thanks for listening to the Double Penetration Podcast with your hosts, Creep and Steele.